Hey guys, welcome back to Little Alchemist Helper. Got another SuperSonic guide here for you. Today's game is actually worth a heck of a lot more gems than the last one. I think I got paid out like 100 and... Oh, I'll put a screenshot up for you at the end to show you how much I got paid out for it. It was over 100 gems, so it was a really good deal. And the game is actually another Final Fantasy game. Just getting it opened up here. It was called Final Fantasy, what was it called? King's Knights or something like that. There was a little icon for it. In this game, your objective was to get to rank 16 is what it was me. If you see the sparkles in the way top left hand corner of my screen, that's the rank that I needed to achieve, and to get that you had to clear each zone, and it didn't matter how well you did it. You just had to, each zone you cleared was another rank, and so once you got to 15 of those done, you were at rank 16 and you got your prize. Now, some things that the game doesn't do a whole lot of a very good job of explaining at all is, one, multiplayer missions are completely optional, but what they're really good for is getting a good, I think they called it a friends list. So like if I want to go play one of these, like this one, it lets me pick from my friends list, so like someone that's much farther along in the game than I am, which makes the whole thing super easy. So start out, play a couple of play the game for a little bit on your own, and then the second you run into trouble, jump over, play some multiplayer, get this friends list built up, because there's a timeout on it. You can only do it once every so often, but like I pick that guy, he gets added to my party, and then I can go ahead and start the quest. And then this is what the game actually looks like. You only get to use one character at a time, so it is somewhat beneficial to build up 4 because you kind of have them as a backup in case your main character dies. But so you can just kind of control your guy. I'm moving my finger left and right and then tap to shoot, or you can just turn these assists on and watch. I'm not even touching the screen at this point. The game is completely on autopilot, and it does okay. It doesn't do great. It does okay. That being said, for those multiplayer modes that I was talking about earlier, the autopilot is not an option. So you do have to have a little bit. It's kind of a mixture between a bullet hell and an RPG, where you know there's some dodging involved, but for the most part, you bring a really strong friend along, and you can hide out in the back, or just go get. This is an older mission, so my character, he's just kind of flailing about. You don't even really need to worry about it too much. Most of the time, the stuff that can really hurt you has lower HP, so those stronger guys just take it out really fast until you get to the boss fights, and then yeah, that's when the dodging really comes to play. The mechanics are definitely original. I've never seen a game like this before. Oh look, here's a boss fight. Like I said, I don't think this one's going to be too difficult. Right now I'm just tapping the screen just because I'm pretty sure that's faster than the... So then here's where that bullet hell comes into place. Should just hide behind the other guy, but I didn't do that very well. So if your one character starts taking too much damage, you can just switch. I tapped on one of the other 3 reserve characters, and then this was actually a really poor choice because she's like a frontliner. Oh, I knocked her out. Whoops. And if you lose one, it automatically switches to your next character. You have some special abilities over here that can do extra damage. One nice thing is that you can switch your characters and just like instantly shoot off their specials if you leave them in that reserve for long enough. So like there, I was cycling through my characters. And some of them have different abilities. There's different classes. There's a lot of different RPG elements to it with the class system and the weapon system. None of that's too critical. You can roll for better characters and better weapons and stuff, and that's pretty self-evident. I just picked the highest stars one and started leveling those guys up just so I kind of had some backup, and I made it through the game pretty easily. All in all, I think to get to level 16, I only think it took me 3 or 4 days. So if you see that offer in there and you've got some free time, there the boss finally went down. Definitely give this one a try. This was some easy currency to go pick up. And the game is decent. I mean, it's actually made by Square, so it's made by like a AAA title. It doesn't really feel like it. I mean, the graphics are clean. Obviously, the one girl that's a retro throwback character, she's meant to look like that. But you know, it was an enjoyable. I've been waiting like weeks to make this video. The thing that drives me most nuts about this is that I usually play away from Wi-Fi, and they have like data patch files that you need to go pick up every so often, and it's just like, you should really do this on Wi-Fi, and it doesn't tell you how big it is, and that drives me insane. So like before I could even record this video, I patched it last night, and it's what, not even like, it's 15 hours later, and it had another patch to it, and I don't know what content it's adding, but it won't let you play the game unless you download it. So I burned some cellular data for no reason. That's the biggest annoyance, the biggest drawback to this, but all in all, a great offer. I'll go ahead and in this video on a screenshot of Little Alchemist awarding me the currency for this, and I will let you guys go. Bye.